I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me. What's happening? You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers. I have 3 fingers.
You guys don't need to worry about me getting revenge from Diddy. I've got 3 moves that make sure he'll never be able to come after me or my family. First, I personally reached out to the victims' legal teams. The real reason he's not getting out is those buried cases behind the scenes. I provided legal funding for 7 victims who had been silent for years and brought in the top criminal attorneys in the country. Second, I bought up every potential post-release business deal he had lined up. I planned this 2 years in advance, so by the time he got sentenced and still had hope of getting out, every partner had already cut ties with him. Third, I don't just have evidence, I've got backups. This is an entire minefield that's been buried for 20 years. I uncovered every secret from the last 30 years. With testimonies from the victims, we interviewed over a dozen people he tricked, threatened, or violated. You think that's harsh? No, he destroyed other people's lives for decades. I'm just making sure he spends a few extra years in prison for it. I'm not afraid of his people, not afraid of his threats. I know he's still in there fantasizing about a comeback, but the truth is, he's never coming back.
For years, the industry treated these moments as background noise. Clips were brushed off, situations laughed away, and follow-up questions were rarely asked. Now, with the release of 50 Cent's new documentary, the timeline is being reviewed again, and what once felt like rumor is being pushed into public view. At the center of this re-examination are Diddy, a figure with enormous influence over careers, and Justin Bieber, a child star who entered that environment at a very young age. This is not about edited clips or online theories. It is about power, silence, and how long issues can remain hidden when too many people benefit from ignoring them.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this will be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot of this.
Man.
Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go buck full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Justin Bieber's rise was presented as a modern success story, but beneath the fame was a troubling reality. A minor moving through adult power structures without clear protection. Archived footage and past interviews show Bieber placed in settings where access, influence, and status mattered more than age-appropriate boundaries. For years, these moments circulated quietly and were dismissed as unusual celebrity behavior rather than examined as potential institutional risk. The concern is not centered on one specific incident, but on normalization. how an industry learned to look away. When childhood is exchanged for opportunity, who is responsible for the consequences?
You got people in the industry that's been saying for years, this man is having sex with underage. So now the federal government is looking at that like, yo, when is somebody gonna come forward? We got this information, this alleged information, but nobody's willing to come forward. Then they go on and say, yo, Shakur Stewart mysteriously dead. Supposed to be a self-inflicted wound. Person that had everything going for him in their life. Kim Porter dead. Somebody's car gets blown up. This guy is walking around threatening other actors, people. Somebody got to get involved in it. If it ain't the state, let it be the feds. Somebody got to stop him. He lucky that God given him the opportunity to be stopped while he's alive, didn't have to go to hell and face that shit. He got a chance to repent now, change his life.
You mentioned minors, and a lot of people have been trying to drag Justin Bieber into this situation because there's a lot of suspect looking videos with Diddy and Bieber in it, and they're making a lot of allegations.
50 Cent has often positioned himself as someone outside Sean Diddy Combs' inner circle, claiming awareness without involvement. His comments were dismissed for years as personal rivalry, but they are now being reconsidered in a climate shaped by legal attention and cultural reassessment. This does not confirm every allegation, but it does shift perspective. Warnings can exist long before evidence becomes public. The issue is uncomfortable. When criticism comes from adversaries, it is easier to disregard. How many early signals are ignored because the source is inconvenient?
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you
All right,
doing?
young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh?
No,
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct.
My
Okay.
number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. Okay.
5555.
Okay. 55. You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm here to because you've been a big supporter of mine, all jokes aside. This right here is my young brother right here. He's been a big supporter of mine. My album's coming out, and we got the crew going around now. You in New York City, and we got the Dirty Money crew, and we wanted to make you an official member of the Dirty Money crew.
Are you
all right?
serious?
There you go.
That is
Justin
that is
Bieber.
swag.
Is it your swag?
gotta put
And then you got to do the swag walk too.
Okay.
I got to show you the swag walk.
You show me the swag.
And Scooter, Scoot, manager, mogul, extraordinaire, you too.
I just got much cooler.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Dirty
go.
money.
Dirty money. Okay, so when we walk down the streets of New York, we hit them like this. So me and you walking, we hanging out, a little later on the night after the Usher concert,
You don't get those ladies, right?
Yeah, after that, the ladies, we in the street, Times Square,
Yeah.
we go, swag. Swag. You see that? You see my hand right there? That's pushing the hate back. There's a lot of hate sometimes.
All right, yeah.
Swag. Swag.
What's that, right?
Swag. Try it.
So this hand?
Yeah, hand. This hand. Push it back like you're pushing the wind back. Swag. Ooh. Ooh. You got it, son. You got it. That's right, my boy Bieber, official member of the Dirty Money crew.
All right, I'm chilling with my big bro Diddy right here. You gotta go get his album. It's Last Train to Paris. It is, it's gonna be the greatest album you've ever heard. It's got a lot of cool songs, a lot of people on it. You got
Drake on there.
Drake on there.
Lil Wayne. Chris Brown. I wanted to do a song with you, but you was on tour.
He was gonna do
Usher.
a song.
Big Brother Usher.
Big Brother Usher. So everybody's on this album. Go get this album.
Get it.
Last Train to Paris.
Yeah, get it.
We're out.
Peace.
All right.
Diddy's influence extended far beyond music. He controlled access to spaces where careers advanced or stalled. Justin Bieber's closeness to that influence reflected an industry structure where opportunity flowed through gatekeepers rather than transparent systems.
Got me a Lamborghini. And
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He had
time.
the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Do you believe the guy in the tape is white?
If he's bigger than Diddy, and he's not none of the names that I said, probably so. But then they say he was young too.
Yeah, they say he was young.
Let me get his name right. I hope it ain't the Bieber. I hope it's not the Bieber.
That's a good one. It might be him. But if they saying that the guy is young and he's an A-lister, I can't think of that many black people, man.
Right. Not at all. And somebody that more powerful, more of a celebrity than Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? If they were saying somebody that was more celebrity than Diddy, he was an A-lister, he was younger. You know what I'm saying? And if he's not black, it would have to be the Bieber. That's his name, Bieber? They said I got that wrong too. Justin Bieber, allegedly. I don't know, bro.
Right. But when you heard the news that Diddy, he had a tape with another man, did that catch you by surprise or no?
Well, all this shit is by surprise to me. A lot of this shit is by surprise to me, to be totally honest, man. Because I knew Puff, I knew Puff Daddy.
Observers are raising concerns not only about what may have happened privately, but about why public oversight was missing when professional success depended on closeness to authority. In such environments, boundaries become flexible. The question becomes who had the power to say no and who faced consequences for refusing.
I knew Diddy before he was Love and Brother Love and back to Diddy. So, no, but the diddler, he's the diddler now. A lot of it's surprising, but it's not unheard of. Because you hear of all kinds of shit, and whether it registered with you or you internalize it or something like that, that's a whole nother story. But a lot of this stuff is crazy. But this is the world that we live in now, man. That these individuals thinks is all right. Bruh, when does it comes all right to be sitting there eating food off a naked woman? When did we start doing what they do? Let's keep it a buck. When did we start doing what they do? These guys is popping pills. These got Jay-Z dancing with a chick that's into cannibalism.
Long before Justin Bieber entered the spotlight, Usher publicly spoke about being placed into Diddy's world as a teenager, describing exposure to adult situations at an early age. That history matters because it establishes precedent rather than rumor. When similar paths repeat across generations, coincidence becomes less convincing. The implication suggests continuity within the system, where trust is passed along without meaningful reform. If discomfort was acknowledged once, why was the structure left unchanged for the next young artist?
Might make you change your mind. Look at Lil Nas X. He fizzled out fast too. So would you say someone like Justin Bieber's a victim? I just seen he is reportedly selling his whole catalog because he's broke.
Yeah. Yeah. And once he finishes getting that money, I don't understand why he's broke. He didn't have to be broke. Usher just wouldn't stop robbing him.
Damn.
I mean, Usher couldn't keep his hands out of his pocket. It's funny. He got him signed and turned over custody to Diddy. Boy was never the same, and neither was Usher's pockets, because Usher's been living off of Justin Bieber's money. He ain't been living off of his own. Because the truth is, Usher don't really make that kind of money. And I'm really just kind of sick and tired of Usher.
Yeah,
I'm really kind of disgusted with Usher Raymond, who does Greek wrestling nude with men over Frosted Flakes, allegedly. Like, I'm sick and tired of this guy who everyone knows got the Diddy bumps, who's been sued for passing them on and lost, is still sitting there disgracing women in front of their men who bought the tickets to like that whole scheme.
He's causing a lot of divorce courts.
But why? He don't even want them. He don't want them women. He's literally doing it just to destroy relationships.
As scrutiny surrounding Diddy increased, many celebrities with past proximity chose silence, while 50 Cent continued to speak publicly. This contrast highlights an unspoken industry reality. Speaking out risks relationships, while silence protects them. Loyalty begins to blur with self-preservation. The issue is not fear, but calculation. In an environment where truth competes with survival, when silence becomes the safest choice, does accountability still exist?
I watched a video of an interview of Justin Bieber, and he was talking about Billie Eilish. And he was like, he was broke, almost in tears. He's like, I just want to protect her. I just want to keep her safe.
Yeah.
What do you think he went through?
Because he knows what's been happening to Billie. Just like everybody knew what was happening to Millie Bobby Brown girl with Drake. These people are monsters.
Jermaine Dupri said something interesting. He said the reason that R&B isn't as powerful as it is anymore is because children are going to church.
Yeah.
What is it about the transfer from the spiritual to the secular do you believe that's what made R&B so powerful?
Understand this. Rhythm and blues was a combination of gospel and soul music. Because soul music has always been around in one form or another. It's just evolved throughout the years. And you got gospel, rhythm and blues. That's what put that together. That's why they made such a big stink about the Ray Charles incorporating gospel sounds into secular music. Because they wanted people to separate the two. This is demon, this is good. The truth is none of that's real. There is no bad, there is no good. There is what is and there is what is not. And that's sad. But when you take the spirit that comes.
Justin Bieber has never publicly accused Diddy of criminal conduct. However, his later reflections on anxiety, loss of control, and emotional breakdown complicate simple interpretations. He is described being overwhelmed at a young age, surrounded by adults with conflicting interests, and lacking the tools to protect himself. A witness who recently testified before a grand jury against Diddy reportedly surrendered 8 videotapes to federal authorities. These tapes allegedly contain footage of celebrities at events described as freak-offs. The witness claims the tapes came from a close friend of Kim Porter and were materials she intended to use against Diddy. He stated that some of the individuals shown were names long rumored over the years. According to the witness, Justin Bieber appeared in one of the videos and seemed underage at the time. Usher was also reportedly seen and appeared underage. This claim raised particular concern, given past statements suggesting Usher introduced Bieber to Diddy. Courtney Burgess discussed these claims during an interview on the Tour YouTube channel, where he began listing the individuals he said appeared on the tapes.
Were kids involved in these parties that you can verify from looking at the tapes?
If Justin Bieber was older than he's supposed to have been, yes. If Usher was older, well, Usher was definitely young.
Okay.
You understand? His shoulder part was, the blood was all in his bed. You understand? It looked like they came home from a event, a party.
The witness further stated that Danny Boy appeared in one of the videos with Mary J. Blige and Diddy. Danny Boy has previously said that at age 15, Mary J. Blige flew him to New York, where they engaged in a wrong relationship while he was underage.
Mary J,
Danny Boy, okay.
You know what Danny Boy is?
I heard that before. I don't, I've been so far away from hip hop, I forgot, but I have heard that name, Danny Boy.
Danny Boy, back then, he looked like he was about 16. They both was out.
He also claimed that Jaden Smith, son of Will Smith, appeared in some of the videos. Additionally, he alleged the existence of photographs and videos showing Diddy engaging with underage girls.
Will Smith's son, just whatever his name is. Other females on the table, they like they was young. He was eating off them. A lot of entertainments in there. I got calls from certain of them wanting to get the tape out of my hand.
The intersection of 50 Cent, Diddy, and Justin Bieber points to a broader reality within celebrity systems. Power accumulates at the top, risk moves downward, and accountability arrives last. Youth is marketed as authenticity, access is framed as mentorship, and silence is rewarded as professionalism. This is not a narrative of certainty, but of repeated conditions. If the same patterns continue to produce harm, at what point does the system itself require investigation?